Hello. So we're going to see how to make a graph, a stacked graph in the origin for a number of data tables you have. How you're going to stack it all in here is like you just have to go to your files, like all of these. If I want all of these to be stacked in one graph, so I'll have to take all of these files, drag it to my origin. Either if it's an Excel file or a notebook file, both will work. So all of these are going to be now appearing in the origin window. I've simply copied them from my file manager to origin. So let's say if I've got all of these in here and I want all of these to be in the same graph as a stacked graph. So I'll just have to take the first one and we'll be adding more columns to it. We have to go to this option you see right in here with a plus sign and a red. So you just have to press that. You get new columns there added. If I've selected one of the box, that's why the one you can see the highlighted box, I'm actually adding boxes to that and new columns to it. So first line has already been here. Now I want the next one. The sequence depends how I select it. So I'll just go with the first one as a C, zinc oxide. The next one I'll be putting as my file for S1, then S2, sorry. So we'll just be putting the name as for S3, and I'll need one more for S4. I'm gonna get that. So it's gonna be S4. Okay, so I'll just be copying now. The one which you don't see in here, actually it is here. It just has been gone a little to the left side. All of the columns are here. No, none of them has been removed. So I'm gonna get my rest of the tables now in here. If I want S1 line here to fill it, I have to go to my data table of S1 and copy its y-axis all. It's copied. Control C. You come in here and then you just simply paste it by Control V, or you can just go to the paste options. So sorry, it had to be in S1. So we'll just put it in here. Now this work has been done. You just cross it out for the S1. You've already copied it, or you can hide it down if you have some later use with that. For S2, I'll have to go to the S2 box, copy its y-axis, and we'll just simply putting in here on the box, the box I'm using, the table I'm using for all of the stack data. The next is S3. I'll just simply go to the S3 data table, select it, go to its y-axis, copy, Control C, and here you just simply Control V, paste. You can either hide it or cross it out. Same goes with the number 4. Data is there. You just simply go to the y-axis, you copy it, Control C, come in here, Control V, you simply paste it in here. Your work from this column has been done. You can cross it out. So this is the whole data. You've got all of the data tables in a one table, and you'll just simply get the stacked data of it, a stacked graph of it. So you simply have to come in here. The first box you see here on the top, on the first column, you see this first box. Press on it. You'll get all of this highlighted. That means all of these are going to be drawn into the graph when you go to the graph options. So if you want your y to be offset, you'll go to the offset y option. Yeah, so you'll just go to this number 1, 2, 3, 4, number 4 option. You'll go to the options for sorry. You'll just go to the options and you'll see in here, yeah, it's going to be this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th option you see in here. So you'll see an option of stacked lines by y offset. So this time when you draw a graph, this time your absorbance values are not reliable, as Y will be all offset, you'll just see a simple pattern of the absorbance patterns of them onto the graph. You can't rely onto that absorbance values as you have Y offset this time. So you go to that option and here you go. That's your graph. So this is all of your data in here. You can see the first one is for C zinc oxide, the next one's S1, then S2, 3, 4, all of those data. If you want the sequence to be changing, so you can just go to back to the columns and you can flip the columns. If you want S4 to be the first one here on the downside, so you'll just put your S4 data into the B column instead of the last E column. So instead of this F, you'll have to drag it all back to the B if you want that to appear first. So this sequence actually has been followed in your stacked data, and you've got the stacked graph in here. You can then see the rest of settings for yourself.